Hello and welcome back to Frogger. Someone commented, could I add some lives and a timer? So let's do that. So in this one, we already have a UI element. We have this, but I'm gonna put that right here. We have a score. Now we're gonna add another text, and we're gonna call it lives. We're just gonna do that. The plan. Hang on if I can. Hey. So let's put it up here. We're gonna duplicate our player. I'm gonna call this health. I'm gonna get rid of all the behaviors. And we're gonna drag it in and shrink it. We're gonna put it here. I'm gonna give the player 3 lives. Now we're going to go to here, go to game settings and create global variable. We're gonna create 2. The first one is gonna be timer, and you're gonna set it however long. I want to set it for like 60. The other one is gonna be lives. I'm going to set that to 3. You can have as many lives as you want, but I'm going to use 3 for the sake of this video. So let's get to work on it. So add a new group, call it lives, add an event. Now when the player, but up here where we have the players in collision with cars, we're going to add an action. We're going to go to variables, global variables, value of a global variable, lives, -1. Okay, now down here where we have lives, we're going to select an action, go down to our lives and modify text, choose equals. We're going to choose variables, global variable, and select lives and hit apply. Okay. Oh wait, I did something wrong. We weren't going to have text. So I'm going to copy and paste the players in collision with cars. I'm going to paste that here, and we're going to delete the health. We're also going to say to go here and search trigger once while true, and then hit OK. So let's test it out. Okay, so okay, for some reason it's not deleting. Okay. For some reason it's not deleting the O. Yeah, it's still not gonna delete the. Okay. We're also going to say Okay, that worked. Okay. For some reason, it deleted all of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete these. I'm just gonna delete it. And I'm just going to have the UI element of health. So right here we're going to keep the subtraction. Right here we are going to modify the text of lives. I know this isn't what the person was going for, which he wanted, the person wanted an animated, everything to be animated. They wanted it to be animated. I need to, okay, the first car I need to slow down. Alright, so to fix the problem where it's getting so to change, what I'm doing is I'm gonna put it all in a separate action. Okay, for some reason that's not working. Alright, what I'm fiddling around at this point. Sorry about that, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. But anyway, I ended up with saying change the global variable subtract 1. Up here, I ended up extending the start area because we had the frog too close to the playfield. Because if we'd have kept it any closer, it would have lost so many lives. So let's see. So, we need one more thing. We're gonna add a timer. So, I actually did a little bit of experimenting, so this is the timer I made. So we're going to say at the beginning of the scene, no, we're going to start a scene timer. Value of a scene timer, we're gonna call it, we're gonna set it to 0.5 seconds, and we're gonna call it timer. Hit OK. Now we already have a timer variable. If you want to set a timer variable, I'm going to set it to 60. There we go. Now what else did I do? You want to subtract the variables. So go to your variables, find your value of a global variable timer, and you want to subtract 1. Hit OK. We want to add a new text. We're going to call this timer, and I'm going to say time. I'm going to change it to that and that. That looks good. Now, what else did I do? We're going to change the text equals to the value of the timer. Hit apply. Okay, so we also want to reset the timer. So scene timer. Okay, we're going to set it to time. I know, and let's see it. Okay, something's wrong. It's going really fast. So let's see what we did here. Alright, we're gonna have to play around, so I'm going to say 1 second. But to do this, I'm gonna put that in a separate. That's still too fast. Oh. Let's try deleting this and see what it does. Okay, that didn't. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm gonna play around. So we got the timer to move, to go back. Oh, that's what's wrong. I forgot the R. Yeah, I misspelled timer. So let's set that back to 1. Play. And we have a working timer. And our timer works. But what happens when our timer reaches 0? So we're going to make use of this new scene. We're going to delete this, and we're going to color it black. I'm gonna add a text. I should have saved that text. I'm gonna call this title "You Lose," or instead I'll just say "Good Job." I'm gonna color it white. Use the same thing. I'm gonna set this to 60. Hit apply. And we're going to add a high score. Okay, now we're going to say when the value of a global variable lives equals 0, we are going to change the scene to the next scene. We're also going to copy this and put it in a new one, and instead of lives we're going to say timer. So let's see what happens. Okay, that should be good. We also want to reset the timer. We also want to reset everything. So at the beginning of the scene, we want to reset the global variable of timer to 60. Or however long you had it. And we also want to change the value of the variable lives to 3. Hit OK. So let's see what happens. So we also want to do this. I'm going to add some text and say press A to retry press X to exit. Gonna change it to white, gonna add this. Okay. And let's get to programming that. So add text, we're going to, add a condition, we're going to say key pressed. A, and we're going to go back to scene 1. So change the scene to level 1. Hit OK. So let's test it out. Everything works. Everything works. So copy that, add a new event. We're going to say X this time. We're going to quit game. And we have a game with a score, a live system, and a timer. I know this isn't what you asked for. I know you asked for an animated timer, but at this point I'm still learning myself, and this is my first time doing anything like a timer or lives. So this is probably what you can expect from me. there's one more thing I want to add to this. I'm gonna add a text, make it white, safety third, high score. I'm gonna up it to 40. Hit apply. And in here we're going to create a new event, add an action, select our text, modify text equals, we're going to say variables value of a global variable and score. I'm going to say quotation mark high score colon quotation mark plus and hit OK. And there's our high score. I'm going to save this, and this is hopefully answers your request of adding lives and a timer. I know, like I said, I know you wanted an animated timer, but at this point that's all I could do is one that's text based. I do hope in the future to be good enough to where I can add an animated thing, but for right now it's just not exactly possible with me. It took me a while to even get this timer working. So thank you for watching, and I hope this answered your request. You can follow us on itch.io under Husky10. You can see practically a full catalog of games. I got quite a few games on here. Almost all of my games are on there. I did join a game jam. Let's see that. What did I join? I joined this one. This one, you have to choose a random. It gives you a random I already have one, and I'm actually kind of happy with it. Science Unicorn. How am I going to turn that into a game? I have no idea. The game ends real soon. I think there are 7 days left. If you like what you see in these videos, please subscribe and tell your friends about it. I try to post every week. I try to, but sometimes work gets in the way. So yeah, that's all I have for this. Thank you.